As soon as I saw the Rock shirt, I knew what type of energy he was on. Robin Ludberg, Gene Cherry, Dave Sepperson here on the Needle Wrestling. And guys, Bloodline Rock may have not been the heel that we wanted, but he's the heel that we need. The Rock was awesome. Everything about him, all the parts that made him what he is, were amplified in that performance on SmackDown.
Well, if only there was someone on this pod that told y'all that The Rock was always going to deliver. You know, you guys were doubting it. Oh, my God, The Rock ruined everything. And look, everyone's hopping on The Rock's bandwagon. Those fools in Utah had no idea how to deal with this man tonight. Because at the end of the day, The Rock is the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. He is so good at what he does. You don't know what to do, whether to boo him, cheer him. He had people so confused tonight. And honestly, my biggest takeaway, Cody fans ruined what could have been the greatest WrestleMania ever. Like, he was right. They ruined what we could have seen. We could have seen Rock and Roman, and they ruined it. Because could you imagine the promo battle between this version of Roman Reigns and The Rock, whether he was heel, babyface? It could have been magical. Now Cody Rhodes is thrown in it. We saw it last year. I'm sick of it, and I'm just ready to get past WrestleMania so we can get to the real main event of the two tribal chiefs, The Rock and Roman Reigns. Because that was electric. That was the best part of the show, and both guys delivered tonight.
Gene, how many tattoos on your body do you have of like Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Like, you must be his number one fan, drinking every drop of Kool-Aid.
I love him, man. Dog, the man is entertaining, bro. Like, and he wasn't even making any sense tonight, and it was still funny. That's the best part. Like, the dude does not care.
That's my thing. Is like, listen. It was a great segment. It was really fun. Actually, if anything, it was a little short, but I thought it could have been a lot better because I wish he didn't come out with the regular music that he has. I feel like the problem with this is, and you're right, the fans didn't know how to react because it's so ingrained in them when they hear this music to pop out of their seats. It's The Rock. He starts saying his catchphrases. You want to follow along. I feel like for me, I want him to just like go the opposite way. And I know you guys disagree, but like I want like him to just like fully embrace it, change the music so people are like, what the hell is this? Boo! Get mad.
Wait, hold on a second. I mean, maybe eventually they change the music, but you're still talking about people who are seeing The Rock, who's one of the most famous people on the planet, so they want that experience. You want that if you smell what The Rock's blah, blah, blah. That's part of the show. Then you take it to the ring itself. He did embrace it. He was going hard on them. He was going hard. And the whole catchphrase thing is part of the bit because they want to boo him, but they don't want to miss their chance to sing along with the champ. And he used to do that back in the day. And the reason the crowd doesn't know how to react is because this is the version of The Rock that is undeniable. You know, some of the time his foot wasn't on the gas or he was Hollywoody and cartoony. Like, he is locked in right now. And that's the heel Rock that became a face because he was undeniable the same way Stone Cold Steve Austin did.
Yeah, nah, this was awesome, man. This dude, the fact that he hasn't been healed for so long, this is probably one of the most popular guys on the planet. And he had to fully embrace being a heel. He even gave Salt Lake City, he's an entertainer. He even finished finally The Rock has come back. He knows people are going to sing along. He wanted to give them that experience. The guy is all in. He's just having fun. But at the end of the day, Cody, I'm going back to this. Cody Rhodes, I don't know. I want to know what you guys feel like. Do you guys still feel like Cody Rhodes and Reigns is the right move? Because I feel like that's anyone who says that right now is crazy.
1,000,000%.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Because here's the thing: we're still eventually going to get Rock versus Roman.
We don't know that
one day.
We don't know that.
It will happen.
It's going to happen in next WrestleMania is my prediction. But here's the thing: what they're doing with that is how they pivoted. Because I'll never believe for the life of me that the plan all along was this great work. We know what was going to happen. The fans and the outroar and everything changed it. It's a pivot. But this is the motivation on the pivot. Roman dropping that, and it's interesting that you pick up on it so much, Gene. Like, it works so well with you, obviously, because of how big of a fan you are of The Rock. But Roman dropped that, right? Cody ruined everything. And I think that's the motivation that this version of the Bloodline is going to have in saying, we were going to go against each other, right? And we were going to main event WrestleMania, the biggest WrestleMania of all time. And, David Bowie took it away. Billy Idol took it away from us.
Yeah, no, I'll never forgive Cody Rhodes or his fans for what they just did. Like, yes, I'm happy that we have heel Rock, but it could have been still great with heel Roman, face Rock. We could have had a magical WrestleMania, and honestly, it's still going to be great. Don't get me wrong; it's still going to be a memorable WrestleMania. But we saw Roman. When I saw that graphic of Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, I just had a bad taste in my mouth. Like, we saw this already, and we kind of know what's going to happen. Like, Rock's probably going to turn on Reigns, help Cody get the title. It is what it is. Happy, but like, we got 50 days till WrestleMania.
I think it's more likely they screw Cody and get that heat, and then eventually you could have Cody Rock, Cody Roman after Roman passes Hogan, and then you get to Roman Rock next WrestleMania with this heel Rock and face Roman.
Yeah, there's definitely like a unknown of what could happen, which is good. But here's the other problem, because Gene, you were right. The reason this match had to happen is because it makes sense. Like The Rock tonight didn't make sense, saying the 49ers won the title, they don't get another championship. Well, another shot at the championship. But guess what? If they go back next year and make a run through the playoffs again and win and get to the Super Bowl, they get another chance.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter.
Cody Rhodes won the Rumble again and earned the right to face Roman Reigns. That's the problem. I've been saying this from the beginning. It makes logical sense for Cody to win. If they wanted Rock to fight Roman, then they should have had Rock win the Rumble, and then nobody would have complained. Everyone like,
my guy came out looking like a Mexican cartel. He does not care who won the Royal Rumble, man. He does not care. It doesn't matter. It was for him and Reigns, and he gave the people what they wanted. He literally came out before the Rumble, held the mic in the middle of the ring and said, should The Rock sit at the head of the table? And these dudes, everybody here was saying, yes, let's make it happen. How it happened, I don't care if Cody won the Rumble. Go fight Seth for the 20th time. Give me Rock Roman, man. Like, the fact that we got to wait another year for this to happen, I feel robbed.
I think Sepp is absolutely right. That's where the outrage came from, and it didn't make logical sense. I think Gene is correct in his conviction behind The Rock because of the performance we've seen. The way I look at it, the fact that we're getting this version of The Rock is a win to me. The rest of it, they can fill it out. They can have it get where it needs to be. The fact that this version of The Rock is going to be on my TV and on my computer screen and in front of me at WrestleMania, that to me is the ultimate win.
Yeah, that's true. We should be thanking Cody Rhodes for giving us this, because quite frankly, Roman versus Rock probably would have been pretty boring, because it would have been like Face Rocky. We've seen Face Rock 1,000 times.
Did you?
Now hang on, Gene. We're getting a version of The Rock we haven't seen in so long, which is so much more enjoyable than him just coming out making fun of Roman. Like, this is way better.
100 million people saw this man slap the tattoo off of Cody Rhodes a couple weeks ago. What do you think would have happened to him giving Roman Reigns a rock bottom for the first time? It would have broken the internet. What are we talking about? That feud was not going to be boring. Can
I mention one thing that you said earlier that is just interesting to me? Have you come around on Roman all of a sudden because of association with The Rock? Because I heard you mention this version of Roman Reigns earlier. That means, you think he's cooking on the mic.
Roman Reigns to me is like the second best player on a championship team. When The Rock is there, Roman is excellent. If you take Rock out and put Roman number one, I'm not buying it. But The Rock, I will say this, what I saw tonight, it seems like The Rock is kind of trying to give Roman back a little bit of his power, putting up the ones. I didn't think we were going to see that so soon, honestly. I was actually quite shocked that he put up the ones. And it kind of seemed like The Rock was like, you know what, I'm me. But at the end of the day, this guy is still the champ. I thought that was a really cool move to kind of, because a lot of people were saying, hey, Roman's looking like the little brother. I saw it kind of feels more even at this point, which is why I'm like, man, that Mania match would have really, we would have seen something special. And I hope we do.
I completely agree with you, Gene. Yeah, tonight was a very good job of putting Roman on The Rock's level. They came out, they both got their time, they both made very good points. Like, it was a good promo for both of them, and it definitely elevated Roman onto Rock's level in that sense, and that is a very, very good thing.
Very, very good segment. The Rock and Roman Reigns on a random SmackDown from Salt Lake City, leading to an episode of The Needle. Robin Lundberg, Gene Cherry, Dave Sepperson.